we go.
Alright, so it's a duct job. That's what we got for today. Tomorrow, maybe the next day, we'll see. We're moving all this duct up here. It's a 2-zone system. We're going to redo the plenum that I kind of showed you down there because it's disgusting. Q will actually do that because it's magnificent. How do you say that in Spanish? Magnificent?
Magnifico.
Magnifico. I was going Italian, I think. Yeah, it's what I do, you know. It's the white in me. Stupid. So yeah, we're just gonna cut out all these ducts, man. We're gonna try and get as close to these penetrations as possible. This just goes right down and stubs right through. This is the supply. That is the supply for downstairs. And they got a big mixing box here. We're just gonna redo it that way, the way all the pressures were when he was cutting this one out. The bottom of this was all saturated, so we're just having a big issue with water leaking, which that's what we're here to fix, and reseal these ducts and size them right for the zones, and yeah, so join the ride.
Ace, right? But I can get these two jumbo ones out of the way. That way all of those arms aren't being squished by these things.
Yeah, well, you shift that. Yeah, well, once you shift them that way, these have direct runs, those have direct runs, but you're gonna shift those from being direct runs.
Direct runs?
Like this one here for the master goes straight. Shifting it down,
we're gonna make some curves.
Which is fine. If we want to do that, that's fine. This one, I guess, wouldn't be a big deal because it's a transfer box.
Or we had another one to make it a trunk line.
Oh, what do you mean?
Again, I'm just thinking way.
No, dude. If we could, it's all about getting to that air handler and relieving. Because look, the way that air handler sits, right? It's like this. So we should have this whole fucking bay in that closet to make everything fit, right? And if anything, fucking it might be potential thing we can do is bring the ductboard up through there, so and that way we have a barrier. Right now there's no barrier between the two. We just try and be famous.
Okay. All I know is I got.
Yeah, dude, we'll cut it.
This thing is pinched. This one is pinched.
Yes. We'll cut them. We'll fix that shit.
All right. Let's. All right.
We're good. Doctor demo.
We'll demo. Let me get out of your hair.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. I got you. You're doing great. You're doing good now. I prefer you to come up with it than me this time.
Huh?
I prefer if you did it more than me this time.
Did what? Demo?
No, work.
Oh, you son of a...
You son of a bitch.
Call me anything you want. You can't tell a brand man he don't work for that. Ain't no bigger insult. I've already made the company $5 million. Remember that?
Really? In my soul. Clearly, that's no bueno. We'll reroute that shit. Cut all these out the way, cut them from that box, redo that transfer box over there. Keep these damper motor collars, redo the flex on them. Got your bypass, main supply coming in, main zone for the whole system, master bedroom zone, upstairs zone. So we're trying, all this shit was just no insulation around it. It had moisture levels high in here. We're gonna try to fix the shit out of this if we can. Biggest thing we can try. If you ain't got the music playing, are you really working? It is what it is. That's what we gotta do, you know? Ain't no different than all these damn collars they put on one box. I mean, we just alleviated a lot of pressure, basically.
Just by doing this alone.
Just that.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
You know, so we'll be in good shape, dude.
Huh?
So we'll be in good shape. Two.
Demo is now completed. We're gonna go pick up the material. We got some here, but wanted to cut everything apart to really see how much shit we're gonna need and what we would need, because the way I personally do it, I don't measure none of this shit before I cut it out. I just bid the job per drop, and then once it's cut out, then we figure it out. Is it the right way? Probably not, but it's the only way. We're teaching him something, you know? He gonna learn. What up, big dog? How we doing? We just look. Yo, we are here to pick up some ductwork. We're gonna put an order in and see what y'all have.
Yep. That'll get to her.
I could send it to V.
Not much else is gonna get done today, I'll tell you that much. I don't even want to work. Y'all know the deal.
Demo day done. Catch you on the next one.
And that's going to conclude that job, man. I didn't film the next 2 days as I was running other calls and then just returning there to finish up the work. It's just a mess and dirty and just really monotonous work of doing it. So got all the demo done, man. I'll overlay some stuff via the, so after I got up out the attic, we went downstairs and cut that plenum above the air handler that I showed you earlier in the video. And it's basically a round flex duct coming down to a square plenum, which is very normal down here, but the front of this plenum was not sealed except with tape, and there's about a 1-inch cap that goes across tape and mastic. And then that's why there was so much bacterial growth or organic growth, bunch of mold, right? Black shit, I guess you can say. All that inside the closet. So I ended up cutting out that whole face, redoing that whole bottom, resealing the flex coming down, because without ripping the whole drywall on the top, there's nothing else we could do without removing the whole system. And the system's only 5 years old. They had about 3 companies out there who couldn't resolve the issue. So I think what we ended up doing is going to resolve it. They had a bad bypass in there, which wasn't opening. It was a barometric one. We replaced that with a new EWC, static barometric. You can change it that way. We put a hard elbow coming out of it. Got the main supply here. And then we put a hard elbow on the barometric coming out and just running it straight and just looping it right into that bypass. And just making everything have nice, more sweeps instead of bends and just kinks. They had a lot of straps, but we fixed it and did it right. Sealed everything, replaced the transfer box, properly dispersed the takeoffs instead of just being clustered on one side, one big 10-inch coming off. Then the main transfer, we did the same thing. Obviously, it goes down to a first floor. Not much we could do there. So Jonathan ended up resealing the flex coming down through the attic with, you know, that aluminum bubble wrap, basically, because without ripping out the whole closet and the air handler, there's not much we could do. So what he ended up doing was just putting that bubble wrap over it to make it look a little bit prettier, redoing the box on the top, making sure that flex was sealed. Sealed it from the inside. We took the heater strip, sealed it and everything, and it looks so much better. It's gonna flow much better, and they're not gonna have all that moisture building up in the ducts because of all the loop-de-loops in there. So if y'all enjoyed that video, if you could smash the like button, consider subscribing. All my subscribers, y'all already know, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Later.